Popular YouTuber YongYea is in some hot water this week, so let's quickly dive into the controversy surrounding this man. For reasons that are lost to many, he was chosen to be the voice actor for Kiryu in the critically acclaimed Yakuza series. This isn't some side character, he's one of the main protagonists of the series, so choosing a proper voice actor to represent the now 50-year-old, chain-smoking, hardened Yakuza member is crucial. So, how did he do? Well, let's see how he did with the side-by-side comparison that he posted himself on Twitter.
もう3分待ってくれたら素直に感謝できたんだがな。
You know, had you just waited 3 minutes, I'd have been a little more grateful. Yeah.
町の情報通何人かに接触して渡りはつけた。
I made contact with a good number of people, just waiting for them to get back to me.
あんたは相変わらず一言余計だ。
There's always something extra, isn't there?
余計な話はいい。例の人物について。
Let's cut the chit-chat. You got any info for me?
日本人？確かなのか。
Japanese. You're sure about that?
いい加減な情報だな。
Some help that is.
なんだそりゃ。
They what?
そいつの特徴、他に何かないのか。
So he was naked. Anything else stand out?
タトゥー。
A tattoo.
調子に乗るな。そいつの行方は？
Don't test me. So where is he?
アートウォールズだな。わかった。
The art walls. Thanks.
You gonna cry for mommy?
後悔するなよ。
You're gonna regret this. Show me what you got.
It's over. 相手にならねえな。
My heart Hardly a fair fight.
Freeze. Hold up.
Freeze. Hands up.
荒川真澄が泣いてるぞ。
I doubt Masumi Arakawa would approve.
久しぶりだな、春日。
Long time no see, Kasuga.
Justice! We're breaking the law, breaking the world together. Throwing out all tenderness, we're breaking the rules. No cause, no choice, no going back to how it was. No slowing down because we'll keep our heads high. Our fists race till we die. We're living by our own judgment.
You can judge for yourself, but the overwhelming majority of people were disappointed, to say the least. YongYea responded by saying this on Twitter: "Appreciate all those reaching out with kind words on Kiryu. Always knew some toxicity was coming, or that not everyone would be on board. But I'm glad to see more people are warming up to my version, and I'm excited for people to see Kiryu's full journey. Wish I could show more. I get the apprehension. You've been listening to an iconic character for almost 20 years and have a very clear idea of how they should sound. My voice is not a 100% match, and it's not supposed to be, similarly to how, say, English and Japanese versions of Snake sound vocally distinct. This is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, because while he is saying this stuff, this is what he had to say about Chris Pratt's Mario voice back when the movie came out.
One thing that everyone's talking about is, of course, Mario's voice. This is the main character. This is an iconic character. There's a very specific voice and type of performance that we associate with Mario's character. And this trailer finally gave us a glimpse of what Mario will sound like, who is played by Chris Pratt. And I'll be honest, when I first watched this trailer, I was kind of disappointed. I was a little taken aback by how much Mario just sounds like Chris Pratt, doing like a bit of a Brooklyn accent. This still shot right here is a pretty appropriate representation of my reaction, that first knee-jerk impression. So here's a compilation of what Chris Pratt sounds like.
What is this place? Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Right there at the end, you can hear something of an accent. Here we come, like a bit Brooklyn-esque, some of that Italian in there. But that slight shift aside, it really just sounds like Chris Pratt, doesn't it? I'm not the only one holding that opinion. Optics aren't helped by the fact that Chris Pratt made it sound like the Mario voice he was gonna put on was gonna be, somewhat different from his own voice. Chris Pratt warns, according to this Polygon article, that his Mario voice is unlike anything you've heard. Star says he's really proud of his updated take. This is an article published a couple months ago, back in June of 2022. I mean, I guess it's technically true that we haven't heard Mario sound like Chris Pratt, so in that sense, I guess it's unlike anything you've heard from Mario, but his updated take so far just sounds like Chris Pratt.
For someone who's nothing but a glorified newsreader, whose takes always err on the lukewarm side, and whose emotional range makes dial tones sound sentient, that's some pretty big words coming from someone who's able to dish it out, but is unable to take any, in my opinion, well-deserved criticism. Here's what others have been saying, either in quote tweets or replies in which he has hidden on his timeline. With all due respect, I think this is a bad take on Kiryu's voice. Dairo's voice sounds tough, and you forced yourself to sound tough. If I heard your voice over, I immediately think I'm hearing a regular YongYea video, not Kiryu Kazuma. There's a moment where you say, he's not coming up with a new voice for a new character, it's someone very iconic and recognizable. It's the same with Kiryu. Kiryu had an English voice actor already, Daryl Hughes Kurlio, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, from 2005 till the last game. It sounds like you barely tried too. Now, you also said, instead of getting, the literal authentic voice of Mario, yet your case is the same. Where's Daryl? You should have never made such a comparison, dude. Never. The thing about YongYea voicing Kiryu is he's not coming up with a new voice for a new character. It's someone very iconic and recognizable. He doesn't have to go 100% Daryl, but Kiryu sounding mostly like Young is jarring. Congrats, you've played the victim card. It's almost unanimous that dubbed Kiryu is giving people's ear canals a rearrangement. But boost yourself because no one else will. Imagine making your living tearing apart games and game companies, but you double over and fall at the slightest bit of criticism. It can be criticized and not be toxic. A lot of people expected better, especially after all the fuss you made about Chris Pratt being cast as Mario. Dude, you're getting a lot of negative feedback and it's justified. It's not toxic. You're just not good at voice acting. Sorry, but that's how it is. Overdose on copium. Only thing worse than your VO is your copy-paste YouTube videos 100 other YouTubers do. Nah man, you sound so monotone. This role wasn't meant for your voice. And it kinda shows that you got this role because of who you are more than getting someone who can act it. Not everything is toxic. You simply did not do a good job. Everything you said about Chris Pratt before the Mario movie directly applies to your performance as Kiryu. It didn't sound like you voice acted as the character, it sounded like you just read the lines given. Young has also been replying to all of this by going on a mass blocking spree of anyone he sees who is critical of him. R.I.P. Razorfist. So that's the story of why YongYea has been getting so much heat lately. A universally panned, subpar performance of an iconic character from a popular franchise, with him unable to take any criticism despite being more than willing to dish it out himself. Now some of you may be asking, what does this fine lady on screen have to do with the story? Nothing. They're part of this video sponsored. Myself. The Dragon's Treasure YouTube channel is part of the Dragon's Treasure online anime-themed tea shop. We recently have cut all of our prices, and it is sales from this website that keeps us afloat and lets me continue to make these videos. Check out what we have, find your favorite waifu, with new ones added every week, and try some of the best tasting tea you will ever find. While you're at it, check out some of our other videos, ones which have some higher production value, on screen now.